South Florida prepares for Tropical Storm Fay, which could grow to hurricane strength by the time it hits land. Dave Price is in Key West, Florida with more. Dave, good morning.
Good morning to you, Julie. We're on Duval Street right now. It is very, very quiet in this tourist mecca. We'll talk more about that in just a minute, but let me update you on what we know, the very latest on Tropical Storm Fay. Now, we talked about the fact there are tropical storm warnings posted through the Keys and through much of southwestern and the western coast of Florida. Right now, we're in Key West, Florida, which is the southernmost city in the United States. The storm is currently over Cuba at this point and working its way towards the north and northwest. We're going to continue to watch it. Landfall is expected sometime late tonight or early tomorrow morning in this area, and then continuing up the western coast of Florida. And then again, the big question remains, does it remain a tropical storm or does it intensify and become a hurricane? Now, we're here in Key West, as we mentioned. We're on the main drag right here through the island, and this is where things are usually hustling and bustling, and shop doors are open and people are welcoming. But this morning, all the doors are closed, all the windows are boarded up, and there aren't many people here at all. While business owners in the Florida Keys boarded up,
you don't know what this storm could develop into.
hundreds of beach vacations were cut short.
I just spent 13 months overseas, and my wife and I were taking a vacation, and now we're here trying to enjoy it, and they're making us leave.
As Tropical Storm Fay turns closer to the Florida coast, schools are closed while shelters have been opened. Officials in the Florida Keys are taking no risks and issued a mandatory evacuation for all non-residents.
We appreciate your business and we appreciate you being here, but your safety is paramount in our eyes, and I think it's the best idea for anybody that's visiting to evacuate.
But while tourists scramble to leave, the locals prepare in their own way.
You have to remember, this is Key West. We're a big party town, so people prepare with, alcohol. They're starting the hurricane parties.
But for residents who remember the power of Hurricane Wilma in 2005, and those aware of the lives that Fay has already taken in the Caribbean, they know it's hard to predict what kind of storm Fay will become when it finally hits American soil.
We just have to make sure that we stay vigilant, we stay focused, and we stay smart.
Now, just a few minutes ago, I spoke with Bill Reed, the director of the National Hurricane Center, and I asked him exactly where the storm is now and how strong it may be.
All right, Tropical Storm Fay is currently just inland on the north coast of Cuba, moving towards the north-northwest at about 10 to 13 miles per hour. We're able to pick it up a little on radar, and we have an aircraft flying in it, anticipated coming off the coast in the next several hours as about a 45 to 50 mile an hour tropical storm with the potential to intensify further as it crosses the straits towards the Keys.
Now, we talk about its potential to intensify. Let's go through projected path, where it takes it past the Keys, and does this have the likelihood of becoming a hurricane?
Well, it's probably very dependent now on exactly how close to land in Florida the track of the center goes and how the environment changes over the next day or two. But we're anticipating the center of the system to stay offshore for at least 24 hours on this track and reach Category 1 hurricane intensity somewhere off the west Gulf Coast of Florida.
So what does it mean for the people here in Key West?
Certainly down in the Keys today there'll be a strong wind day, very heavy rains. Tide we think will be as much as 2 to 4 feet above normal. The best recommendation for anyone down there is to stay put. You're safe in your buildings. Don't get out on the road. Don't go down to the beaches.
Good advice from someone who should know it. We'll continue to track the storm along with you. Bill Reed from the National Hurricane Center, thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, keep in mind, when you talk about a tide 2 to 4 feet above normal, this is an area which is at sea level, flooding a big concern for people here.